Hello everybody, my name is Morgan.
I'm Joel.
And this is the very first in a series of director's notes I'm making of videos. We're starting off with The Tempest by Misery Signals.
We are Raise Creative. We are a media production company based in the UK and we specialise in cinematic music videos.
In this series of videos, we're going to be taking you guys behind the scenes of some of our favourite music videos that we've shot. We're going to be talking about everything from equipment, production, locations, how we made these videos from start to finish, from planning all the way through to the end product. So today we're going to be starting off with The Tempest by Misery Signals. This video has got a real special place for us at Erase. It was the last video we shot before going into lockdown in March of 2020. We actually shot this in January of 2020 and I remember that vividly because it was absolutely fucking freezing.
It was horrendous.
Yeah, it was. So this project came about when I received a message from another client of ours, Chris Lemasters from the band Teeth.
Check those guys out, they're fucking awesome.
Chris got in touch with me to say that his buddy Stu was going to drop me an email to talk about a music video. At the time I had no idea it was going to end up being Stu Ross from Misery Signals, and he also plays in the awesome band Comeback Kid. I remember sending you a text and being like, you want to be in a Misery Signals video?
I pretty much dropped my phone.
So yeah, we got that email, we started talking to Misery Signals, we started talking to Stu and Jesse about their vision for what the video was going to be. We chucked some ideas around and eventually landed on what would become The Tempest. So after the video came out, we started seeing all these reaction videos, which were amazing to see. Like, it's great to kind of get everyone's take on how they thought we shot it. Some people thought we shot it in lockdown, which we didn't. And we saw a bunch of people saying that Joel is PewDiePie. He's not. It was a real special video for us, so we've really wanted to do this for a long time, and on the year anniversary of the video coming out, it seems like the right time to do it.
It does. Again, any more questions that you have, drop them in the comments, we'll try and get back to you. Right, let's get into this video. I'm
gonna pause it a few times here and there just so we can do more in-depth chat about certain areas of it. I'm nervous.
Yeah, same man, it's been a little while.
You're gonna get that little voice, that little creative voice that's just like, you should have done this differently.
The crippling self-doubt of a creative coming
exactly.
through.
Right, let's get into this then.
Let's see what we've got. Fuck.
I loved seeing that come on, as a fan of the band, seeing this is amazing. Misery Signals.
After 7 years of nothing.
Yeah, man.
And this is it.
Strong start.
Strong.
I love that beginning. This is such a beautiful shot at the start. I really love it. We shot all of this during the day. All this is shot maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. And then we graded down kind of not like day for night. It's almost day for night. It's more like day for dusk. Yeah, I love this stuff. That water and it all
so much texture that it gives you,
Yeah. And you had to sit at the bottom of that pier for what, half an hour?
I did, half an hour or something like that.
Half an hour just sitting and it's January in Earlswood, sitting at the end of a pier, freezing your ass off.
It was horrendous. The -2 wind chill or whatever it must have. It was fucking cold, man.
Yeah, that's a great section. And for this part, I'd say a huge thank you to Dylan Kinsella, who came out on the shoot with us and got this location for us. Yeah. Great photographer as well, so we'll put his Instagram down in the description. I'll just pause on this shot here because this is easily one of our favourite shots that we've spoken about of this video. Yeah, with the street light kind of reflecting in it there as well. You can see there's the little bits of orangey kind of warm light rippling in there too. In contrast to the more blue kind of tinged projection that's in there. That kind of helped inform the way we graded and lit it for the rest of the video. I really like the idea of having the two colours kind of juxtapositioning against each other. I don't know if that's a real word, but creating that contrast, creating that conflict, because that to me that helps show the story through the lighting and through the colour. But yeah, I love this. We had Dylan holding the projector like this down into the puddle and then you walking through it, and it just worked so well. but we had to like haul that massive generator everywhere through this industrial estate. So we thought we were going to have this tiny little generator that would be enough to power this tiny little projector, but we had to beg, borrow and steal. So we borrowed this generator from a friend of my dad, and it turned out to be this huge big petrol generator that was like this big. And we put it into the back of the car, the whole car went vroom. It was so heavy.
You know, totally worth it for shots like this where you can see, if I just play it a little bit, you can see the projections rippling in that puddle as I'm stepping through it. And I think actually the projection comes on as I stand in the puddle or when I come off, so it's a really, really nice use of timing there. Again, pretty accidental, but it worked.
Yeah, exactly, More of that orange and blue. All the projections looking great. That big orange planet there.
Yeah, I love
it. Blue again. A real nice mix of those two colours. Yeah, again, thank you to Dylan for getting us at this location.
It was great because it was really wide open in the sense of big wide roads. We had some spaces which we could really utilise.
The way we made this shot happen, some of this stuff, is we bought like haze in a can. You can get it from eBay. Literally, we just searched for like film haze and it came up. So we sprayed that around. We put one small LED panel like behind Joel in the windowsill, and that's where we get that nice separation there between Joel and the background.
Right down the profile of the face. That nice depth already.
Yeah, exactly. Let's crack on. We're going to see more of this stuff here where you've got the light rays from the projector. We're going to have light rays from the window. That's just street light out front. We graded down to blue, a turquoise look. Really love that stuff. Just going to actually pause it there. This is one of the first Easter eggs in this video. There's all these like scattered little messages that we laced into this video. This is one of the first ones. The original meaning of the song, I'm not going to go too much into detail. I don't know how much Jesse would want me to talk about it, but it's about like a German inventor who was obsessed with flight. You can see here in this picture, that is the inventor that we're talking about. I think his name's Otto.
I was about to say that. I think
And he was obsessed with flight, and there's all this footage of him crashing and getting up and trying again, crashing, getting up, trying again, building these wings to try and soar and fly. And we took that story, we took that from the lyrics and from what Jesse had written, and we translated it into the same story but told differently, with someone who's obsessed with the sky and the stars but can't see them because of the environment he's in, with all the light pollution and stuff like that, as we see in our big cities we have now. So it was all about that kind of same journey of trying to be up in the sky, try and see the stars and try and reach them, but not being able to because of obviously the world that this person's living in. All these books rented from my local library.
Support your local library, kids.
Yeah, man. Great lighting in this section. Yeah. It's just that LED and then like a halogen table lamp. All that stuff there was shot during the day as well.
It was. Those starry eyes as well, the lyrics matching up with the shot, panning across the face, really nice.
Another shot of Otto there,
there he is.
The filmmaker. And I pause that there just to kind of like say again about that lighting. We really wanted to kind of create contrast, we wanted to create conflict with the lighting. That's what we've got: warm and cold, dark and light. We've got the actual light centered straight down Joel's face there to try and actually show that there's this conflict. I think it's a beautiful shot, and I'm really happy that we went with that. It's not too colourful. But the divide is clearly there, isn't it? I mean, and that's the whole point. It really works with the story, and it really brings out the texture on the blue side of my face and the softness on the warmer side. Yeah, you can actually really see it. I've never really noticed that before, but that right hand side does look way more texture. There's way more detail, and then the left hand side it is a bit softer. I was using a Tiffin Black Pro Mist for this, the filter, to try and soften it down, make it look a bit more like filmic, and that's really helped there soften those highlights on the left hand side as well. So that looks great.
Really nice shot here.
I love that scene. More library books.
That feel.
It feels so good, isn't it? Such a great drummer. Great musicians, all of them.
Cut that bit out because I fucked that up.
All this part was shot in the day. We had to grade it down, make it look like dusk. We didn't get that book from the library.
That's not a library book.
We bought that one. Yeah, more of that kind of orange from the fire with the blue. In this part of the story, it's more he's rejecting this. Oh, I don't want to just live inside these books. I want to go and experience this for real. So that's kind of why we had the burning of the book and stuff like that. It's like it's the turning point in the story where he decides to make that change and actually go and experience it.
It's the transition from thinking about it to actually doing something about it.
Acting on it, yeah, for real. To actually going, right, I'm doing this.
So now he's in your car. I'm in your car.
Say you, that's you.
Yeah, he. The character.
Yeah, we used a bit of stock footage for this bit coming up. Just there and there. So yeah, we used some stock footage. We couldn't afford a drone pilot for this shoot, so we relied on stock footage.
I mean, there again. But it does add to the story. I mean, we wouldn't be able to get that.
Well, not at the time. No, I mean,
not at the time.
At the time, we didn't have a drone pilot that we could rely on. We didn't have the budget for a drone pilot. So yeah, again, it comes back to that filmmaker thing of use what's available to you, and sometimes that is stock footage.
If you're limited in what resources you have, it really does push you to go. Yeah. Okay, think of things in certain different ways. You know, how can I make this look right?
Yeah, it does make you think differently, doesn't it? It makes you kind of look at it and kind of go, well, how else can I do that? It makes you find solutions. Because I think that's one of the main traits of filmmakers is we're problem solvers. And all you filmmakers out there who are watching this, you know that firsthand, where you'll be on any shoot, no matter how well you've planned it, and there's always going to be a problem that's there to solve. Moving into our final section now. This was shot midday. This was all shot midday, more heavy grading to bring it down. Really, it's a testament to how versatile the footage is that comes out of the Blackmagic 6K. So this section, yeah, he's trying to see the stars, but he's got this canvas of trees to try and look above. So this section, Joel falls over.
Here we go.
So I directed Joel in this section to break out into this clearing, you know, out from all this canopy of the trees, break out into this clearing, and I want him to fall. And then as he falls, he turns onto his back and he opens his eyes and he sees this beautiful canvas of stars.
Well, yeah, because as soon as I fell the first time into the biggest mud soup shit thing in the middle of a field, it was just gone. You know? My beige jacket was completely ruined. I'm like, well, that's what we've got.
Yeah,
that's what we're using.
We're going to have to use that. We're not going to do it a second time.
Yeah.
All right, let's crack on.
All these memories, man.
Yeah,
Bring them back. It's great. I love watching this.
So we've got some comping going on in there. Obviously, there's putting the stars in the eyes. I've never really done much comping before this. There we go. PewDiePie, realizing that it's PewDiePie. Yeah,
Whoa.
Ending strong on that big final shot. I love that shot, and because I spent like a day and a half making this shot happen.
Yeah, man.
In post, because the original shot is literally just shot during the day, a day like today, like out I think it's like midday, and it was overcast, but it was daylight. So what I had to do in post was to mask around the shape of Joel, mask around those blades of grass you can see coming up as well, and then comp in this night sky, and then really pull down the grade of Joel and the grass in the foreground to make them look like silhouettes against this big blanket of stars. So that's the end of the video.
Do you know what? It's been really cathartic watching that. You know, going back and sort of fresh eyes and seeing that. You're getting excited about this video again that we've done, and just really understanding that it was just such a big thing for us to do. You know,
yeah, personally. It was. Yeah, it was a huge deal. We approached this video as fans first, filmmaker second. So we made the video that we wanted to see as fans. And then looked at it as filmmakers.
That's a really good point. What would we want to see from Misery Signals video?
Yeah, exactly.
What would we want to see from this?
Exactly. Yeah, we knew what we wanted to see as fans, and that's what we went out and made as filmmakers. So yeah, it was a super special video for us because of that. It's a super special video for us because of like a ton of reasons. Like, it was the last video we made before lockdown. It was the very first fully narrative video we ever made.
That's it. I think if anything, that has really shaped what we do more than anything. Really, this is our first real narrative cinematic film that we made, you know, and we made it how we wanted to make it. We had a lot of creative freedom in that sense, which I think really helped us.
The band were fantastic with the creative freedom. They really they really let us just like dive into the idea, push that idea and kind of create it. They didn't put any limitations on us or anything like that, but that's the great thing about working with other creatives. I think that's it from us on this video.
If there's anything else you guys might have picked up in that video from watching it again, let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
if there's anything you want to see, you know, us explain maybe in more depth, just let us know and we'll get back to you. We'll probably might put up another video, we'll never know.
That was so much fun doing that.
Was wicked, man.
Looking forward to doing the next. So thank you guys so much for watching again. We'll see you soon on the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves and see you soon.
Cheers guys, peace.
Done.
Let's get some fucking munch.